Well, we're certainly excited to be returning to Orlando for the FBC Mortgage Cure Bowl. It's rare to play in the same bowl game 2 years in a row, but it will be a much different experience as we have a new TV partner with ESPN. It's a different hotel property, as Coach mentioned, and a different stadium, moving to Camping World Stadium. And so that will give it a different flavor, but we also have a wonderful partnership with the Cure Bowl, and they were a tremendous host for us last year. There's wonderful hospitality, and of course, a lot of great memories from winning our first ever bowl game. So we're excited on all fronts, and looking forward to next weekend.
All right, Ian, before we open it up to a few questions, I'm going to ask if you can maybe lower your camera just a little bit. We were just getting, that's a little bit better right there. Maybe. Okay. We'll go ahead and open it up for questions. At this point, we'll start with Damien.
Hey, Ian, with the uncertainty of this bowl season, how important was that contract with ESPN Events to get placed in one of its own bowl games? And when you look at a team like Army, which had accepted an invite to the Independence Bowl and is not going to a bowl game this year because it didn't have contracts elsewhere, how important was that to make sure you guys were in a position where you could go to a bowl game?
Yeah, we thought we signed the contract with ESPN Events a couple of years ago that was just critical for our program, and it certainly served us extremely well during this process. And we had a wonderful year, and we were always hopeful to have a bowl opportunity, but with the cancellations and the opt-out, this became a very disorderly bowl process. And ESPN Events stuck with us. We stuck with them. And we're really grateful to have this opportunity for our coaches and student athletes, and they deserve it. I mean, the job that Coach Freeze and his staff and the players did this year was exceptional, and they deserve to be rewarded with a bowl opportunity, and we're delighted to be able to deliver that.
All right, let's go over to John Manson and see if Red.
Ian, there was so much build up to that first scheduled game between Liberty and Coastal with game day and everything there. Does it, and then obviously the letdown with not being able to play the game, is it a little bit of a, reprieve, if you will, of saying, hey, we get that matchup again, and, it's kind of a juicy matchup, top 25 teams, and a rivalry game to boot?
Well, we knew we were going to reschedule the game we lost with Coastal, but we thought it was going to be rescheduled around 2030. So thanks to the Cure Bowl and ESPN, it was able to be rescheduled much sooner than that. But I'm thrilled for our coaches and our players to have the opportunity to compete against Coastal in the game that we lost, and I believe it'll be one of the marquee matchups of this bowl season. So it's certainly just a wonderful game to be put together, and again, great credit to ESPN for doing it.
All right, Dave, we'll hand things over to you for a minute.
Ian, could you give us some more insight into sort of the conversations and the process involved, especially when a lot of people had you guys go in one place and then you end up in another place? Maybe just give us a little more of a inside look into what that was like this afternoon.
Yeah, Dave, it really wasn't this afternoon. It's really been over the last couple of weeks, but it's the most fluid bowl selection process that I can remember. And again, it was complicated by the cancellations, by the opt-outs, by the threatened opt-outs. And so there really wasn't a great ability to project where we were going to go. But we just remained engaged in our conversations with ESPN and spoke to a number of the different bowls. And we're grateful to have an opportunity. And again, what a tremendous game and a wonderful destination for our program to be presented with. So we couldn't be happier.
Go back for a follow-up question from Damien.
Hey, Ian, I didn't get a chance to ask you this, and hopefully you can shed some light. You guys lost the December 5th game because of a COVID outbreak. How are the numbers looking? How have the test results come back? And have you been in touch with Matt Hogue? Because Coastal's in the same boat now, having lost last week's Sun Belt Championship game because of that outbreak there.
Yeah, I think as Coach alluded to, we obviously had a rough week or so, right around that initial Coastal game in early December. But our numbers are really very good right now, and so we're certainly feeling very confident about being able to play in the bowl game. And so we're we're healthy and we're excited to play. And there are a lot of teams around the country that can't say that right now.
Got time for maybe one or two more questions for Ian, if anybody has anything left.
Ian, I asked Coach Freeze this, but can you speak to how important this is, this opportunity in the trajectory of, you know, the long-term building of this program as you're in year 2 of being an FBS program, and obviously you have high goals for this football team?
Well, as we made the transition to FBS, this is what we dreamed of, having an opportunity to play in a bowl game. And this year, obviously, having the opportunity to play in a bowl game against an undefeated team that's nationally ranked, as we're also nationally ranked, obviously is something we would never have dreamed would happen this early in our FBS journey. But again, that's a great credit to Coach Freeze and staff and the players, and so we're really thrilled about it. It's going to be a hot ticket as well. I think that's the other thing I should probably mention is there are less than 5,000 tickets available for this game because of social distancing. So it will be a very hot ticket, and I encourage Liberty fans to purchase early. They go on sale 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, and they will go fast. I believe the original Liberty at Coastal game sold out in a minute or two. I think that's right in terms of how quickly those tickets went. I think the tickets for this one will go very, very quickly as well. So I hope our fans are lined up at their computer ready to hit the button at 10 a.m. tomorrow.